Good morning, everybody. It's your girl, Asia, Barz and Real Shit. And I'm coming to you to talk about Donald Trump's speech that he did about 14 hours ago. You can go Google it. I would suggest you do that because you're going to see that it's ridiculous, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, he made good points in saying that we can help save lives, but that's the only point that he was basically making. Of course, he brought up the wall again, building a wall to keep drugs out. He also even talked about his brother that he lost to alcoholism. Oh my goodness. He actually sounded like he had a heart. Oh my goodness. He actually looked like he was going to get emotional. But yeah, he talked about how his brother told him not to ever drink and how he watched his brother, even though he was a strong man, he watched him suffer from alcoholism and it was very, very hard for him. But my thing is, you need to take other measures besides building a wall. Okay, there's a such thing as an airplane, a jet. And when it comes to drugs, come on, guys. I'm talking to my street people who are street smart. When you really want to do something, you're going to do it, especially if you have the money to do it. There's a lot of money in the drug game. There's always been a lot of money. And one thing that's not going to stop drugs from coming here is a wall. Let's be real. I've heard people make jokes about, the wall saying, has he ever heard of a ladder? You could just put the ladder and climb over. Yeah, I highly doubt that. You climb over that wall, you will be sniped immediately. But there's a such thing as airplanes. There's a such thing as private jets. Just all they're going to have to do is move some things around, get some different people to do it, and they're going to have to put a little more money into the way they get things over here. If all it took was a wall, do you know that we could have been solved the drug problem? Do you guys know that? If all it took was building a wall, don't you think that some of our more, let's see, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say smarter, but some of our more better educated presidents who knew what they were doing, don't you think they would have built a wall if that's all it took? I just couldn't believe he was still talking about it. The last time he spoke about this was about 78 days ago. We still haven't seen anything change yet. But he said as of today, he's passing some type of law about he's passing some type of law that has something to do with treatment facilities. Now, as you probably seen lately, there's been a lot of different treatment facilities on television telling you if you have private insurance, they'll take care of you if you need help with addiction. That's one commercial that's floating all around that comes on every 5 minutes. That's why I don't watch TV. It's just negative and that type of stuff I just don't want to hear all the time. Either you're dying or you need help. It's just those type commercials. But anyway, he was basically saying he's going to make it so that no treatment facility will take anybody after it's reached the limit of having 16 beds. So he's only allowing treatment facilities to have 16 beds, which I don't understand how he's able to do that if this is someone's business. I'm not sure how what presidents can do and what they can't do, but I know some things that he be saying, I know that they can't do. That's why they be telling him no when he try to do certain things. They tell the president, they tell him, no, you cannot do that. No, that you just can't do that. But he's basically saying that. And a lot of these are private facilities. And he's saying that they can only accept 16 people. What? I mean, what do you guys think about that? What do you think about that? I do believe that the opioid epidemic is getting out of control. It really is, because people are taking these medications and not knowing how to take them in moderation. They're overdoing it. And they're overdosing by an accident a lot of times. People are not setting out to kill themselves. They're drinking with these pills, smoking with these pills, taking antidepressant with these pills. They're just doing too much. Kind of like people who smoke marijuana. It's always been okay for a person to smoke marijuana. And no, I'm not telling, anybody to go do it, because I don't do it myself. But it's a natural herb that helps you with, to avoid getting sick, to avoid illnesses. It helps to cure illnesses. But when you start lacing it with different things, that's when it's a problem. That's when you can and probably will die, when you're mixing it with embalming fluid. Why would you want to smoke something that's put in your body after you die to keep your body fresh? Why? You see what I'm saying? Then they got the fake weed out here called K2. Why would you want to smoke something called K2? Look that shit up. Young kids want to get high off of anything they can get their hands on. Hairspray, Lysol, fucking anything. So even if he did stop, pills from coming here, however type of way he decides to do that, there's many other drugs. And you have to also remember, there's people who get prescriptions themselves who's willing to give them to other people or sell them to other people. So it's just not smart to try to build a wall. Basically, you could take that money you're going to build that wall with and do something that's going to benefit us for real. Seriously, put that money into something that's really going to help. Like rec centers and after school programs. How about that? We don't have enough of those in the right areas. But of course, they don't care about that, right? And if they do, they damn sure ain't doing nothing about it. Certain areas need after school programs. Certain areas need programs that help get children back into school who's dropped out because of doing drugs and drinking and things like that. It's so many programs you could start, but instead you want to build a wall. Do you know how much it's going to cost to build that wall? Do you have any idea how much they're willing to spend on building a wall? Come on. It sounds funny to even think about building a wall to stop drugs from coming over here. It really does. And I said it before. It's planes and private jets, you know what I'm saying, up in the sky. What makes you think a wall is going to stop it? I thought he was joking at first. When he first said he was going to build a wall to stop drugs from coming over here, I thought it was a joke because, Boy was a comedian. I said, okay, he's just trying to be funny. Okay, I can dig it. He making a joke. But kind of found out he's dead serious about this. So how do you guys feel about it? And also, we have family members. A lot of us have family members who need treatment, serious treatment. Like I have one, all right, I'm not going to put nobody out there, but we have family members. I'm pretty sure we can all think of somebody in our family who needs to go to a treatment center. And he's trying to make it so that they'll only have 16 beds available. That's pretty sad. Because if you want to stop it, you should get the people help. That's the part that you shouldn't be messing with. You shouldn't mess with the part that's going to help people. Why? You know what I'm saying? If you're going to try to get them off of it and you're not going to get them the right treatment, they're going to get high off of any and everything they can get their hands on to try not to feel sick. And not only that, it's going to make them want drugs even more. You should never rip somebody or snatch somebody out of an addiction. You have to wean them off the proper way. So to mess with treatment centers, I just find it sad, That's the one part that he shouldn't mess with, and that's the part that he's messing with. But you see who we dealing with here, right? I need to know what you guys think about this. I just watched the video, and like I said, he knows firsthand because his brother was an alcoholic, and it was very hard. He lost his brother to alcoholism, and he watched how he suffered. Why would he want to make everybody else suffer? 16 beds is not enough for anything. And then you said every treatment facility. I'm not sure if he's even allowed to do that once again. But who knows, man? It's just, I don't know. Don't build that wall. That's what I can say. That's why I feel like I'm doing a speech right now. Don't build that wall. Instead, build some rec centers to help these children so that they don't want to do drugs. Give them opportunities, things that they like to do after school, or especially the children who dropped out of school, or the adults that want to go back to school. Like, make more of those in the areas where the drug population is the highest. You feel me? It's your girl, Asia, Barz and Real Shit. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you can know when I drop that fire. And boy, oh boy, I really need to know what y'all think about this right here. All right. Mwah.